Wrestlemania Radio Row, and there's a man who I've wanted to ask a question of for a very long time.
And since he's not available, you decided to ask me.
No, Paul Heyman, it's you. There's a question, and I think you know what it is. Paul Heyman, what's the Haps?
What are the Haps? Well, when you're Paul Heyman, I'm the Haps.
You are the Haps, aren't you?
I'm the Haps, man.
How did you end up?
Being the Haps?
Well, yeah, being the Haps.
Well, you know.
Is it a long journey?
And thick.
Yeah, long and thick.
And thick.
That's quite impressive.
Girth, my man.
Trust me, I can see it. I know this is radio, but they're tight slacks.
I can scratch my belly button and keep my hands above my head at the same time.
Incredible.
Thank you very much.
Incredible. How did you end up?
Being the Haps?
No, we already went over that.
You're not going to milk this Haps thing even more?
But you love the Haps thing.
You've waited your whole career to ask me what's the Haps, and you want to drop it in 30 seconds.
Well, it's because you're...
Could I ask you a question?
Please do.
Sam, not Sam?
Yeah.
What's the Haps?
Nobody's ever done that. See, now I feel like... I don't know. I don't know the answer to the question.
I popped the cherry.
Nice.
You popped your cherry.
This is nice. See, I asked Punk, what's the Haps? He smacked me in the back of the head and said it was a dumb question. What's the Haps?
Why do you say that?
Because it's my thing.
You're a bad interviewer. What's the Haps?
What is the Haps,
What does that mean?
It's like, what's happening? Paul Heyman likes what's the Haps. He told me on Twitter.
No, he's humoring you.
Oh.
No.
I told him, I was like, Paul Heyman happens to enjoy the question. He's retweeted me because of that question.
Absolutely. It's your gimmick.
But Punk is not down.
No.
He doesn't understand.
It's WrestleMania weekend. He's
branding.
in a bad mood.
He is.
Yeah.
You think it seems to me that you and CM Punk both, you're doing the Paul Bearer thing. You're at your happiest when you're upsetting as many people as possible.
We enjoy pissing people off.
You like that?
Absolutely. It's our job.
I mean, even in the old ECW, you'd have, the Dudley Boys come to the ring and incite riots.
Absolutely.
Because this is it.
People would pay to come be part of our riots.
And you love it.
Absolutely. That's what I was marketing.
Is that your favorite part of this whole wrestling world?
Pissing people off?
Getting to go in front of a crowd and piss people off?
I piss people off in my personal life as well. Yeah. I might as well get paid for it.
Right. And at least this way you can pull it, I'm just doing the character.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, why? I mean, it's all good. How did you end up back in WWE is the question.
Brock Lesnar went back.
Mm-hmm.
They put a microphone in his hand.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to talk.
Right.
And he told them to hire me.
That was it?
That's it.
Because you didn't leave on great terms last time.
Horrible.
What was the scenario last time?
The scenario was I believed in CM Punk and Vince McMahon didn't.
That was it?
Yeah, and we got into fights about it.
Wow.
And when one of us has to leave town, the chairman of the board and the majority stockholder of the company is usually going to win that argument.
So do you think that you fighting so hard for Punk made it so Vince was going to fight even harder against him? Do you think
Absolutely.
that slowed down Punk?
CM Punk was held back because he was a Paul Heyman guy.
Wow.
100%.
And so he had to get himself kind of through the muck.
Absolutely.
I remember watching when CM Punk first showed up on the WWE version of ECW and thinking to myself that because I was a huge ECW fan growing up. Obviously, I'm from Westchester. I was at the one Westchester County Center show before.
Where we got banned.
Yeah, because guys ended up breaking audience members' chairs and stuff like that. It was amazing.
They shouldn't have booked the arena to us.
Yeah, I mean,
what were they expecting?
This is the product, isn't it?
Freaking Westchester County executives come by going, we didn't expect you. What the fuck did you expect from us?
Yeah.
We're ECW.
Watch the show.
Yeah.
But
one would think, instead of them just trying to get their skim, not that there's any corruption in Westchester County.
I would hope not.
No, of course not, especially like on the Yonkers waterfront or something.
There's a reason they call it the Bestchester. I thought it was God's country.
Because no one else will have it.
Oh, that must be what it is. I got CM Punk. I don't even think I've had it since CM Punk. It may be the only guy that I've looked at and said, that guy would have been a star in the old ECW. That guy would have been Rob Van Dam level. Because there weren't a star in the old ECW, and I could tell that just by watching him on WWE TV.
CM Punk is a main eventer anywhere he goes.
Yeah.
He has a passion for this industry that no one else has today.
Mm-hmm.
He is a throwback to the Shawn Michaels and the Bret Harts and the Stone Cold Steve Austins who lived, ate, breathed, slept this industry. That's not encouraged today.
Yeah.
Today it's hey, man, take your downtime, take your vacation, take your day off. And he's 24/7, 365. He lives for this industry. He is obsessed with being the best in the world.
That's a very interesting juxtaposition, because then you have Brock Lesnar, who strikes me as a guy who's not that at all. He's like, well, I'll come out, if you pay me to do this match, I'll do this match, but, I don't love
Brock's
this stuff.
a mercenary. I have the best and the beast.
Yeah.
And Brock's a beast. And he wants to wrestle as few times as possible.
Right.
For as much money as he can negotiate. He's a big money athlete who comes in to do his job and goes back home to his compound where human beings are not welcome.
It becomes difficult because, like you said, Brock Lesnar is not a human being. Anyone in Brock Lesnar's position, they wouldn't want to give this guy a break because, he's trying to do it on his own terms. But all he does is make money when he's here.
He's a big money ticket, though.
Yeah.
I mean, when Brock's on a show, there's a noticeable difference in pay-per-view buys and in ratings. I mean,
Yeah.
there is there's a fascination with him. And there should be. I mean, he's legitimately the only man to hold the NCAA Division I Heavyweight Championship, the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world, the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. And there's a reason why only Brock Lesnar could pull that off.
And it's funny, too, because it's like all these places that he goes, he's really not interested in impressing a lot of people in the sense. Like, that's not what his goal is. Like, he wasn't liked in the UFC because he came from wrestling.
Right.
He wasn't liked in pro wrestling because he didn't like pro wrestling.
Right.
But he came in and he was... He performs on a level that you can't not respect him.
Correct.
It's an amazing thing.
And that's why he gets to dictate his own terms.
Yeah.
At least through me.
How do you shift to being just a performer? I mean, when you probably the biggest chunk of your career was spent hands-on everything and creating a company from nothing. How do you shift to just being just one of the performers?
I go home to my children now, and I don't even pay attention to the rest of it.
You're okay with it?
Yeah, you do enough Make-A-Wish visits or Starlight Foundation, and our agency. I own an advertising, marketing, and branding firm in New York City called the Looking for Larry Agency, and we do work with the Jeffrey Modell Foundation, and you see enough the eyes of parents whose children are not healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You wake up in the morning. I have 2 children, and they're 8 and 10. And I wake up in the morning, they're healthy. Everything else is pretty relative in my life.
Right.
I'm in 2 of the 3 main events at WrestleMania. I'm working with my 2 best friends in the world. I'm a very blessed man.
And, I mean, you got to go in, piss off the boss, and then have him call you and say, look, can you come back?
It's
a pretty nice thing, isn't it?
It's a pretty nice thing. It's a pretty unique position to be in.
Yeah.
So I don't really have to write the shows anymore. I don't, and plus, once you write the shows with Vince McMahon, it's kind of like Icarus flying too close to the sun.
Mm-hmm.
The sun doesn't want you flying too close to it. If you get a second chance to be Icarus, you're going to fly towards Jupiter or something.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I want to fly towards that sun,
Yeah.
I don't have any desire to write the shows anymore.
Who are you most proud of in terms of the guys? And this goes back to however long that you've been, that you feel like you had a part in creating.
Brock Lesnar and CM Punk.
Those are the guys.
Absolutely.
Even more so than the whole ECW roster.
It's a very interesting question. And by the way, I hate when people say that to me when I interview them on the Heyman Hustle. They go, that's a really good question. Like all my other questions suck.
Right.
It's a very interesting question.
For me, I probably have lower self-esteem. I'm going, yeah, finally asked a good one. Yes, I did it.
I get to work with them now.
Yeah.
So the answer is more in the immediate. I mean, am I proud of Bully Ray and what he's accomplishing in TNA? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Am I proud of Rob Van Dam? Absolutely. I'm proud of the whole crew. I'm proud of our body of work in ECW.
But these are the guys who are at your immediate, so.
These are the guys I'm working with right now. These are the guys that are part of my daily routine now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's who I'm focused on at the moment, and I'm proud of our accomplishments all together. If I was working with somebody else, I would probably be focused on what we've accomplished together.
You were one of the first.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I know it's an interesting question, but was it an interesting answer?
Yeah, because you're saying, it's proud.
Like, was it good for you too? Is what I'm asking.
It was great for me.
Hey,
I mean, it was magical.
Right, it was like a spiritual orgasm.
Yeah.
And yet we stay platonic.
Or we'll see what happens.
Well, Brock is here.
Yeah, the Brock Lesnar action figure. How did you were one of the first big
I like how you had to
people.
do that for radio. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock's not actually here.
I had
an action figure with
that's
me.
professional
I
broadcasting.
understand. Well, and you're a professional.
You were one of the first to point that out on Twitter. You started retweeting my videos. You started tweeting things at me. How did you become aware of Sam Roberts?
I'm a Sam Roberts guy.
You are.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of yours.
I've been waiting for you to say that.
I truly am.
I love it. Paul Heyman.
Hey, Sam.
Thank you.
Not Sam.
You got it, dude. Thank you
Appreciate
for being here.
it.
You got it. I wish I hadn't said you got it, dude. That was what the Olsen twins said on Full House. That's humiliating.
You ready? I got a good way to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam.
Yeah.
That's the Haps.
I'm not even going to say anything. I shouldn't have said that.
You shouldn't have said that.
God.
Why don't you cut it right there?
All right.
Want to do it again?
No, I mean, I think we got. Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it one more time.
Want to say together? Like Donnie and Marie?
Yeah, you go.
Actually,
yeah.
actually, you know, so I don't sound like such an old fuck. Let's do it together, like Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z.
Now I
there you
understand.
go. See?
I'll go.
See?
You go. Hey Paul. I'll go. You go. Hey Sam. I'll go. Hey
Because
Paul.
if I said hey Paul,
it wouldn't make any sense.
it wouldn't make any sense at all. Unless it's like good night Gracie, good night Gracie.
Right.
Like one of those things. Ready to do it together?
Well, you start, and then I'll. Yeah.
Hey Sam.
Hey,
Not
Paul.
Sam. I see you stepped on my line. What's the matter with you?
Oh, and I'll do your tweet.
Come on.
Okay, we'll get it.
Are you
next time.
Jewish?
No.
Well, why not?
Well, I wasn't.
Are you circumcised?
Yes.
Oh, so that's
You know when I got circumcised, and I mean they're trying to wrap you up to move on.
Who's trying to wrap me up?
The publicist.
Talking
You got
to Sam, not Sam here, Joe.
You got all the shows to go to.
I'm talking
you know?
to Sam, not
You
Sam.
no, he's got other shows. I don't want to take all your time from these guys.
Please, go ahead.
You know when I got circumcised?
When?
19 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she just chomp down on you or something?
Yeah, it was accidental. No, 19 is when I decided to make the decision. So
You were smoking some really righteous pot back then,
I
weren't
just
you?
decided it was
You do
time.
know Rob Van Dam. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, not Sam.
Hey, Paul Heyman, Heyman Hustle. That's the Haps. Thanks a lot, buddy.